Hey, what's going on? It's Nonly 1975 here, and I am doing a introduction video to Steam Pro for Twitch. Basically, it's a overlay program for Twitch streamers. These guys put it together for free for anyone to use. You're welcome to donate. I myself donated a little bit, and because it's a wholly useful program and it will save you a lot of time. So, you go to the streampro.io website, and I'll include the website, even though I just said it, in the description for the link, and you log in. Yeah, it will give you an option to log in with your Twitch profile. Just click yes and yes, and it'll bring you to a page that looks something like this. So I'm going to start from scratch and create a new overlay. All right. So left mouse click on the button, name your overlay. I'm gonna name it test, and you choose the size. It's gonna give you the option to do a custom size for your overlay, or 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080. Either way, it's your choice, depending on what you stream at. I myself, I'm gonna pick 720 and create the overlay. Now, it brings you to this green screen right here, right? And what's key to remember is that no part of this green screen will show up on your overlay. So whatever you put on top of it, that's what shows up on your stream, not anything else. Um, I'm going to start by adding widgets so I get an idea. Now, what widgets are they're little widgets basically that do different things. You have donation count, donation alerts, um, your follower goal, your follower count. It'll name off your followers. There's host alerts. If someone starts hosting you, there's a Twitch chat which you can put in. So for most people, I know you're probably going to want to add Twitch chat to your channel. Um, Maybe show the amount of current viewers on your Twitch stream. Eh, yeah, sure. And recent followers. We'll do those three. And for the sake of simplicity, I'm not going to add any other widgets. But up here, I'm going to click on Editor. And all three widgets end up on the left pane. So I'm going to move them right now and rearrange them the way I want them. I'm going to put the Twitch chat to the left, put this down to the bottom, and put this down on the bottom. Now I'm going to edit my widgets because it's kind of easier to see with this green screen. The first one I'm going to edit is this one right here, the Twitch chat widget. On the left hand side is underneath themes. It gives you a choice of themes. You can choose no theme, better dark, and then your Twitch chat will appear like that. Or you could just choose better light. There you go. Your Twitch chat will appear like that. And along with all these, you're also given the option to change certain things. You can change the, let's see, let's go back to better black. You can change the background. I'm going to change it right now. And you can change the color of the background. If you want it blue, you can change it blue. You can change the opacity, whichever way you pronounce that, so that you can see what's in the background. So I'm going to leave it on as clear for right now. And maybe for right now, I'm going to go with the Sonos 1080p theme. And the reason being is that when you click that Sonos 1080, the chat appears a little bit bigger than normal, which is great, by the way. This is the let me test it. It's your latest follower. So let's edit this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Followers to show. You can show this. Let's go to 1, so it'll show your latest follower. And we'll go to font settings. Actually, let me test the widget. When you click this button right here, test widget, it tests all. Normally it tests all the widgets, but right now since I have this widget selected, it's going to test that one. Actually, if I click off that and then click all, so you test the current viewers, and that's it. So, and this is typed in by the program itself. Follower template. Let's label this current latest follower. Latest follower. And as you can see, as I'm typing, where it types it out, this is what's going to appear on my stream. The letters latest follower and whoever my latest follower is. I'm going to remove this comma. And yeah. Let's edit the, no, we'll change that red to white for right now. And change the size, why not? Where the size is, you just click on size. Each little thing is a little bit self-explanatory. You can play with it yourself and see what you can get out of it. Definitely, I'm going to change the font settings on this. I'm going to make them both white. And by all means, like, this is for you to customize your own stream. So you do what you want to do, and I'm just going to set this up the way. Don't worry if you drag this off screen. There's an option here. You see this little gray box? It can change the size of the widget. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Bring this over and bring this over down here. Now, you're not going to want this as your background, so I'm going to set up my own background right now. Themes. Or I'm going to go to Insert Image at the top here. Left mouse click that. Now, I've already downloaded a few different things. Right now, you're welcome to find whatever images you want from the internet and download them. But this is what I want as my background here. I'm going to place it there using the mouse, and then you can use the up and down arrows to move it slightly, a little bit at a time, just to make it fit in the edges of that border. So up and down arrows, a little bit to the left, a little bit, yeah, it's centered. Now the problem is this background is in the front and it's covering up all my widgets. So what I want to do with this is, okay, change is saved. Edit image. Let's see, test widgets. That would be a problem. Oh yeah, right here. Backward, backward, backward. Now it's in back of all 3 of those widgets. If I go to test widget, you'll see that the number. Now test widget. Go to widgets. Go to editor. Test widget. Save changes, exit. I'm re-editing that. Now, 10 always win. That's my latest follower. I'm going to test it out by clicking test all. You notice that the current viewers change, and or maybe I have a new follower. Yeah, it looks like I do on my page. And then let me make sure this is in the background. Yeah, I noticed that the Twitch chat wasn't appearing, So I was figuring that this red layer was covering the Twitch chat. So all I did was click on the red layer and click backward, and it brought it back one layer. It's like like a stack of pages together. Each object is on one page. So when you have one on top of the other, it's gonna cover it. For right now, I'm gonna want to put my gameplay right about here, and I'm gonna want a metal frame on that, or actually just a frame of reference. So I'm gonna insert one more image. I have a smaller image that I also found on the internet. I'm gonna bring down right about there. And right there, this is where my gameplay is gonna go when OBS shows up. Let me move this Twitch chat to a little bit to the right. And let's do a couple labels. So up here, I'm going to put in a sign panel. I've made all these earlier. Basically, you can find this as like a desktop wallpaper. This is another free desktop wallpaper. If you use Microsoft Paint, you can easily. Yeah, I'm in the process of learning Photoshop. Don't judge me. But I used Microsoft Paint and made these little panels. So I'm going to insert them right now. Little metal panels to describe what each section is. Open and insert another image. Another one of these. Insert. I'm going to bring it over here. Now, I will say you can't resize the size of images in here like you can in OBS. It might be advantageous for you to put in certain image files that you want on different layers in OBS first, and then that way you'll be able to change the size of this rectangle or whatnot. As is, I just found the exact size I needed. So I'm going to insert some text here. And in this left box over here where it says My Custom Text, that's what's going to appear in that text widget. And I'm going to type in gameplay. I'm going to change the font. Unfortunately, it doesn't describe which, have a little description of which each font is, so I think it's a process of trial and error. Fair play, that looks good. Let's place that right there. Gameplay. Over here, I'm going to need another font box, so I'm going to insert text once again. Bring this text box over. Change the text size, and I'm going to make that a little bit smaller, my custom text. Actually, I'm going to type what I want first. Twitch chat. Because this is going to delineate what it is, right? Let's make it a little bit bigger now. Center this. And there's my Twitch chat. All right. So I have current viewers. You can add whatever you want to yours, but this is going to be my finished overlay. All right, now to put it in OBS. So I'm going to click Launch. That launches your overlay on its own URL screen, right? And this is going to be very important later. So I'm just going to make that window a little bit smaller and put it to the side for right now. Click in OBS, and don't mind this. It's just there to confuse you. I'm going to right mouse click in the scenes part of OBS, and I'm going to add a scene. And I'm going to label it test. Don't mind me, it just went black for a second. I just got to go back to window capture and make this a little bit bigger. Not window capture. That's not what I wanted. Add monitor capture. Sorry, I derp. Okay, there's my monitor back again. I'm gonna remove this. Yes. So this is my monitor. I apologize for if it appears a little weird. That's something that OBS does. I have no control over that. So I'm gonna right mouse click the overlay URL. Right mouse click it, copy it. I'm gonna bring it down, and now that I have that on my clipboard, because when you copied it, it went to your clipboard, right? I'm gonna add a source right here, and I'm gonna make sure that I add a CLR browser source, right? I'm gonna leave it at the default settings for right now, and you should see this window right here. There's an option for dimensions, opacity, if you want it to be somewhat translucent, and the URL. The URL that we had in our launch thing right there that we copied, right? We want to highlight this, select the whole thing using the left mouse button, right mouse click there, and paste over it. Now our URL's in there. We're going to change the dimensions to 1280 by 720 because that's what we made our overlay in. And then we're going to click OK. And there's our overlay right there. I'm going to open this up. And this is your basic overlay. This is what your streamers are going to see as your overlay. I'm going to add, and so you can see it, I'm going to do it like this. You need to see OBS. That's what you need to see. Let me move this scene to the side for a little bit. And then click on this, move it back up. I apologize for the motion if it's making you a little dizzy. You're going to right mouse click here. You're going to add a game capture. First I have to start a game, right? So let me start that up. I play Air Mech, by the way, in case you didn't know. Air Mech, it's a free to play game, really great game. By all means, I recommend it. So let me make this a little smaller. So you can see what's going on basically. So there's my game right there. There's some open browser windows. I'm gonna add a source, and it's gonna be game capture, and just click OK. It's gonna say Air Mech, and give me Air Mech as an option to choose as my source, and there it is right there. Don't mind me. As I explained before, oh God, oh, what did I do? So I'm going to just make sure that I'm editing my game capture, right? And, oh, I see what's going on here. So my game, the settings on it right now are at 1080p. So let me just adjust the settings on the game so it fills that entire square. Escape settings, video, and we're gonna go to 720. Apply that, click OK. Yep, now that should fill up a better portion of the window. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to that CLR browser scene. I'm gonna bring that up. Let me go here. Yeah, if you can't get it, click it in sources, left mouse click it in sources, then you'll be able to grab it and drag it back up. Resize this using the corner squares there. And let's make it a little bigger. Bring it down to the side. Now I'm going to use the arrow keys to move it around a little bit just so that it's a little better than what I have. A little bit more size, a little bigger, a little bigger, a little bigger. Or, and a little bit bigger more. Yep. Now, this is my gameplay box. Um, if you don't see, if you move your background and don't see it, you can always right click things and move the order in which they appear. Remember how I was talking about it like it's a stack of papers? So each source is one page of paper. So if I wanted to move the monitor up, I would click move up, and now it's the second page. If I want to move it up again, I'm going to go down to order, move up one more time, and now it's just the monitor. If I wanted the monitor in the background, I would go to order and I would move it to the bottom. Now it's at the bottom of the stack. Okay, back to this. You're not going to want your viewers to see the game capture at that size. So I am going to resize it right now. And let me just check the properties on this and make sure it's where it should be. Let's refresh that. Did you stretch image to screen? Would that do it? Yep. Alright, as long as I have the stretch image to screen, it fills the entire box, which is exactly what I want. And let me make this enlarge. Gonna resize a little bit more. Shift, locate, and remember I said use the up and down arrows for fine tuning. And okay. Let me go back to my actual game and go back here. So let's get this off. And oh, yeah, if you change the game size of your window, it changes it in OBS. So be careful of what you do. All right, there we go. So this is what the finished gameplay should look like. You're gonna play whatever game you're gonna want to play. Um, I'm actually gonna mute this for right now. Do 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 do. Escape. Do 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 settings and audio and go back. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, this should be your finished OBS page overlay. Um, I know it's quick, I know it's down, I know it's dirty, but I wanted to show you very quickly how to set up a good looking stream. And yeah, I hope this helped you out or helps anyone else that wants to use StreamPro.io. I highly recommend it. It makes life a lot easier. And thanks for watching.